بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فقد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى الذي باركنا حوله لنريه من آياتنا إنه هو السميع البصير صدق الله العلي العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الأمي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Alhamdulillah, out of the 12 months in a year, Allah Ta'ala has made 4 months which are holy. साल के अंदर 4 महीने मुक़द्दस है, बाबरकत है, namely Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah, Muharram and Rajab. As we know at the moment we are in Rajab. Now Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah, we hear the fadail all the time. Muharram, we hear the fadail all the time. Rajab, however, there are some fadail of the months of Rajab, but lots of them are made up and fabricated or associated to very weak ahadith. Now if you skim through the pages of history, we understand that 3 important events took place in the month of Rajab. Number 1, Ghazwa Tabuk, where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the age of approximately 62 made 1 month journey in the very sweltering heat of Makkah to fight against the Christians. It was a fatah when they did not turn up in Tabuk. Number 2 is where Hazrat Salahuddin Ayyubi rahmatullahi, he took over the Masjid al-Aqsa from the hand of the Crusaders. This event also took place in the 600 approximately Hijri. So this is a very important lesson for Muslims to take from here. And the third one, a very important point, very important event that took place in Rajab, which today we'll discuss a bit about inshallah in the few moments we share together, is the night of Mi'raj, Shab-e-Mi'raj, where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he went to the heavens, that we'll explain in a short while. Now, Hazrat Mawlānā Ashiq Ilahi Buland Shahri rahmatullahi has written a kitab called The Miracle of Mi'raj. Urdu mein uska naam hai Mi'raj ki baatein. So in that, Hazrat rahmatullahi has mentioned that there are lots of ahadith which on Fadail Rajab which are weak, da'if, and they are fabricated, they are made up, they have no haysiyat. I give one example. मसले रजब के हवाले से लोगों ने एक हदीस गरी हुई है कि जो शख्स यकम रजब मगरिब की नमाज के बाद 20 रकात नफिल पढ़े 2-2 करके, और हर रकत में सूरह फातिहा के बाद सूरह इखलास पढ़े, और जब सलाम फेरे और उसके बाद दुआ करे, तो वो उस शख्स को कभी कब्र के अजाब नहीं होगा, क़यामत के दिन पुल सिरात के ऊपर बिजली के माने गुजर जाएगा वगैरह वगैरह, जन्नत में बगैर हिसाब किताब से दाखिल हो जाएगा. ये कोई हदीस नहीं है, बल्कि गरी हुई बात है. So this is one fadail which is made up, which has no virtue at all. Another one is people say in the Rajab, if you fast 7 days in Rajab, then the 7 doors of Jahannam are locked. If you fast 8 days in Rajab, then the 8 doors of Jannah are open for you, etc. There is a river in Jannah called Rajab. If you fast in this month, you will get the river, the water from this river of Rajab, which is whiter than milk and sweeter than honey, etc. It is all made up. Balki Hazrat Umar radiallahu anhu, in his door, if somebody fasted on the night of Mi'raj, Hazrat Umar used to make them break their roza. Okay, don't keep roza on this day with this intention that you have more virtue fasting on Shab-e-Mi'raj, which is 27th of Rajab. So it's important to understand that lots of people have fabricated बहुत सी ऐसी बातें हैं, मतलब कब्र की तरफ, go to Qabristan and pray for the dead particular nights, all made up. Somebody fasts in this month or prays nafil in this month or goes to Qabristan in this month with this intention that there is more virtue in doing this, then he has done guna. This is bid'ah. Allah safeguard all of us. So the name Rajab, Hazrat Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani has written a kitab called Tabyīnul Ajab bima warada fi fadl Rajab. In that Hazrat writes there are over 18 different names of Rajab. And the most important name, the most mashhur one, is called Al-Asam, which means death. Now it is deaf because it is a holy month It is a sanctified month out of the 4 months of the year. In this month there is no fighting that takes place, so there is no rattling of the noise of weapons. It is called the month of deafness. Another name of this month is called Al-Asad. Al-Asad means to pour down. और इस महीने के अंदर अल्लाह की रहमत बारिश की मानद उतरती है इस उम्मत के ऊपर. In this month Rajab, because it's very close to the month of Ramadan. Allahumma barik lana fi Rajab wa Sha'ban wa ballighna Ramadan. This is the dua. Allah grant us barakah in Rajab, grant us barakah in Sha'ban, and give us life to see the month of Ramadan. Amin thumma amin. So in Rajab, lots of rahmat pours down on this ummah, preparing it for the coming of Ramadan Sharif. So other than that, the fadail are fabricated. But one important, like I mentioned, one important aspect is Mi'raj took place. The night of ascension, this took place in the month of Rajab. Some say it is 27th of Rajab. Allama Zurqani rahmatullahi has mentioned it took place in a different month. Approximately 5 different sayings of when this took place. Number one masala is, remember, it is not sunnat to celebrate Laylatul Mi'raj. लोग इस रात को रात भर मस्जिदों में गुजारेंगे, नफिल पढ़ेंगे और कब्रिस्तान की तरफ चले जाते हैं और फिर रात भर जलसे होते मस्जिदों के अंदर. ये सब बिदअत है. So we should not be affected by this. Remember, this is the aqidah of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. It is not sunnah to celebrate the night of Mi'raj. No Sahabi celebrated the night of Mi'raj. The night of Mi'raj, however, it is a mu'jiza. It is a miracle from Allah. And mu'jiza उसे कहते हैं जो किसी चीज को यानी आजिज कर देने वाली है. Rasulullah performed this mu'jiza from Allah. It is not in his control. Allah gave him this mu'jiza. And mu'jiza basically it means to render that which renders powerless or helpless. So kuffar became helpless and powerless at the night of Mi'raj. Mi'raj took place, according to most historians and ulama, in the 10th year of Nubuwwat, after the qissa of Taif. ताइफ की जब किस्सा हुआ, हज़रत खदीजा कुबरा का जब इंतकाल हुआ, तो उसका नाम था आमुल हुज़न, यानी हुज़न वाला साल. In that year the Prophet had much grief, but qissa of Taif, he got pelted by stones, Hazrat Khadija passed away, his support. So Allah Ta'ala, to reward Rasulullah, he granted him the izzat, the honor of Shab Mi'raj. So Rasulullah was sleeping in the house of Hani Ghaliban in Makkah, in Haram Sharif, next to Haram Sharif. Then he came to Baytullah, next to Maqam Ibrahim and Baytullah. Jibreel Amin, Mikail alayhi salatu wasalam, they both came. They brought with them a buraq. Buraq is a flying horse, a winged horse, and they made Rasulullah sit on this horse. Very briefly going through the मकसद ये नहीं है कि किस्सा बयान करना हो, लेकिन very quickly just to get as an idea. So Rasulullah sat on this buraq. It is so fast, as far as your eye can see, that is one step of the buraq. So fast. So imagine how far you can see. That is one qadam of the buraq. So Rasulullah sat on buraq and it began to fly and go. It took him from Masjid al-Haram all the way to Masjid al-Aqsa. Subhanalladhi asra bi'abdihi laylan من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى. In Surah Isra, in the first ayat. So Rasulullah was taken to Masjid al-Aqsa. He tied up the buraq outside Masjid al-Aqsa. He went into the masjid. Adhan was called out. 124,000 Anbiya was present. Rasulullah prayed, led the namaz, imamat of all the Anbiya alayhimus salatu wassalam. Then Rasulullah, it goes on further, each prophet he did ta'arif of Allah. The Rasulullah made ta'arif of Allah. Rasulullah then got back onto the buraq. Itne hisse ko Isra kehte hai. From Haram Makki to Masjid Aqsa is called Isra. Fir wahan se safar ka agaz dobara hua. From Masjid Aqsa to the Arsh of Allah. This is called Mi'raj. So first Isra, and then Mi'raj. Mi'raj means ascension. Uruj, they need to climb up. So Rasulullah, he went up, high. He went to the first heaven, met Adam alayhi salam. Second heaven, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, Hazrat Yahya alayhi salam. He went to the third heaven, Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam. Fourth heaven, Hazrat Idris alayhi salam. Fifth heaven, Hazrat Harun alayhi salam. Sixth heaven, Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. Seventh heaven, Ibrahim alayhi salam. And each one he met them, welcomed. And then he went further. He saw Jannat, he saw Jahannam, he saw the scenes of Jannat, he saw the scenes of Jahannam, what is happening. Then from there he went further, higher. He went with Jibreel to a place called Sidratul Muntaha. So when he reached this place, Jibreel Amin stopped and said, "Oh Rasulullah, I cannot go past this place. No person has ever gone past this Sidratul Muntaha. This is the furthest anyone has been." So then from there a shield came. Rasulullah ascended the shield and he went up to the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then that is where Allah, Jibreel Amin waited at the bottom. Allah ta'ala then gave him the tuhfa of namaz. Namaz waha farz hui ummat ke upar. So he got the tuhfa of namaz. He met with Allah, he spoke with Allah. This was the highest honor that anybody can receive. Then after that Rasulullah, he came back from there. And when he came back to Makkah Sharif, his bistar which he had left, which was still warm, Allah Ta'ala has he had frozen the time for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When he came back, the bistar was still warm and the door was still moving of the house. And this whole qissa took place in one night. So Mi'raj, this is a great mu'jiza of Rasulullah. So baat ye hai ki it is physical, it is not spiritual, na khab thi, na ruhani safar tha, balki jismani safar tha. With the Prophet's being, he went up to the heavens, he saw everything in the night. Hafiz ibn Kathir has mentioned, rahmatullahi alayhi, the incident of Mi'raj. Hazrat Mawlānā Sājid Irshād has mentioned by saying that Hafiz ibn Kathir has said that Mi'raj has been recorded from 25 Sahaba in Tafsir ibn Kathir. Also Allama Zurqani has mentioned, rahmatullahi alayhi, Hazrat quotes him by saying that the incident of Mi'raj is narrated by 45 Sahaba, including the Muhajirun and the Ansar. There is a garib hui baat nahi thi. It wasn't just a khab or ruhani, it was jismani. 45 Sahaba narrate this from the Ansar and the Muhajirin. So the question arises, if this took place in Makkah before Hijrat, why are the Ansari Sahabi relating this qissa? Ansari Sahaba didn't exist then. Ansari Sahabi exist when Rasulullah came to Medina. Muhajir Sahaba from Makkah, Ansari Sahaba from Medina. This qissa is of Makkah. So ulama ne jawab likha hai, because the Sahaba Ikram used to love the story of Mi'raj so much that when they used to sit down with the Rasulullah, they said, "Ya Rasulullah, please tell us the story of Mi'raj." Then the Rasulullah, he would quote and he would tell the story to the Sahaba. And the Ansari Sahaba, they would listen and then they would record this and they would pass on these narrations to others. So that's why even the Ansari Sahaba, even they had related the qissa of Mi'raj. But like I said, it is not the maqsad of saying the qissa. Finish it in a few moments inshallah. The kuffar in Makkah, what they said to Rasulullah was, "We don't believe you. How can one person travel the heavens, see Jannat, see Jahannam in one night, and then come back? We don't believe you." The first person to believe is Siddiq Akbar radiallahu anhu, Abu Bakr. So when Hazrat Abu Bakr believed, Rasulullah said, from now on you are a Siddiq, but truthful. So he believed straight away without any hesitation. Hazrat Mawlānā Sājid Irshād was mentioned by saying, the Mi'raj of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was physical with body and soul. He ascended the 7 heavens and proceeded beyond to Sidratul Muntaha, and further physically. In the mind of a mu'min, a doubt concerning the possibility of a physical ascent to the heavens does not occur. For a believer, this is a fact which requires no logical reasoning. What doubt can there be concerning Allah's qudrat to do so as He wishes? Nowadays, with the advancement of modern technology, the man is orbiting satellites and landing on the moon. Person can do this. Going back 500, 600 years ago, no one would have believed that you could ever go and reach these planets, this moon. If man has advanced so much, is it not possible for the Khaliq of man to carry his beloved Habib sallallahu alaihi wasallam physically with body and soul into the heavens and back within a very limited part of the night? Of course it is possible. So when the kuffar in Makkah, when they came, they began to laugh at him, joke, they go, "Now we know you are making up this qissa." So they said to Rasulullah, "Explain to us, what does Masjid al-Aqsa look like? If you went in one night, you came back in the morning, हमें बताओ कि मस्जिद अक्सा का हुलिया कैसे, इमारत कैसी है?" तो Jibreel Amin brought a tasveer of through Wahi, he brought a picture of Masjid al-Aqsa in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah was standing in the Hatim and he's telling them, uske itne darwaze hai, itni khirkiyan hai, chat aisa hai, bahir ka sahid aisa hai, and he explained the full imarat of Masjid al-Aqsa, and they had to believe. And then Rasulullah also said to them, in a few days time a qafla will be returning from Sham coming to Makkah. When I was going over them on Buraq, I saw them coming to Makkah. Within 3-4 days they'll be arriving in Makkah, you'll find out. 3-4 days later those people arrived into Makkah. Nobody else had the knowledge apart from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he had seen them returning from this waqiyah. So as I mentioned, the month of Rajab has a few important aspects. Number 1, Ghazwa Tabuk. Number 2, Salahuddin Ayyubi conquered Masjid al-Aqsa from the Crusaders, from the Salibiyun. And number 3, Mi'raj took place. Now for us to celebrate Mi'raj is bidat. It is not sunnah to celebrate Mi'raj. Hazrat Mawlānā Sājid Irshād Bandhvi rahmatullahi, he has mentioned 6 lessons from Mi'raj. Because when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam went into the heavens, he saw different scenes. Alag-alag manazir dekhe gaye, Jannat ke, Jahannam ke. Ek mahal dekhe, masalan, he saw the palace, a beautiful palace in Jannat. So he said, whose is this palace? So Jibreel Amin, he said, this belongs to a Qurayshi Nawjawan. So Rasulullah said, let me enter inside. So Jibreel Amin said, no, this belongs to Umar bin Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So Rasulullah said, I remembered the ghairat of Hazrat Umar, hence I did not enter inside the palace of Hazrat Umar inside there. So Rasulullah, he saw different spectacles of Jannat, of Jahannam, etc. So Qari Siddiq Sahib Bandhvi rahmatullahi, a great Allah wala who has passed away, he mentions 6 lessons. Allah give all of his tawfiq to understand these 6 points. Number 1, the 6 punishments Rasulullah saw in Mi'raj that we have to understand, learn from them, take ibrat and nasihat, and make our lives better, ruhani wise and amali wise. Number 1, Rasulullah saw a group of people whose fingernails were made from copper. ऐसे लोगों देखा जिनके नाखून तांबे के बने हुए थे, तांबे के copper, and they were scratching their face off and they were scratching their chests open. तो जिब्राईल अमीन was asked by Rasul कि यार जिब्राईल अमीन ये लोग कौन है? तो किस्सा काफी लंबा है, तो आखिर में फरमाते जिब्राईल ने अर्ज किया कि ये वो लोग हैं जो औरों की गीबतें करते हैं. This is their punishment till the day of judgment. Those who are scratching their face and scratching their body, they are those who make ghibat. So Allah save us from ghibat inshallah. Number 2, Rasulullah saw people, they were swimming in a river, and on one side there was a man with big boulders and rocks, and he was throwing them. Another riwayat, he was putting these rocks inside the mouth of the people. And then they were full of, the river was turning into blood color, and they were swimming to the other side, and then putting more rocks inside his mouth, and he was bleeding and swimming back to the other side, etc. So Jibreel Amin was asking, who are these people? By Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Jibreel said, these are those people who take interest, sood jo khate hain, riya. This is their punishment until the day of Qiyamah. Number 3, Rasulullah then saw sallallahu alaihi wasallam a group of people who were lying on the floor, and one big rock was being crushed on their head, and their brain was spilling out, blood was falling out, and then the rock would fall away. The person would go to pick the rock up, but he would come back, the head is normal again. He would again smash the head, the rock would roll away, again the head would become normal, and this continued. So Rasulullah asked Jibreel, what is happening here? So Jibreel said, these, Ya Rasulullah, these are those people from your ummah who do not read the farz namaz. Tariq salah, जो फर्ज नमाज को कदा करते हैं, फर्ज नमाज को नागा करते हैं, ये उनकी सजा है क़यामत तक. Then Rasulullah continued walking. He saw some more people around the private parts. They were wearing rags of cloth, and they were grazing on the floor with their mouth, eating the stones and eating thorn and prickly plants from the floor like a camel does. So Rasulullah asked Jibreel, who are these people getting punished? He said, these are those people upon whom zakat is farz, and they don't give their zakat. They will be punished like this till the day of judgment. Then Rasulullah continued walking. Kafi lambi hadith hai, mukhtasaran. He saw some people, men and women, aurate or mard, and there were 2 cooking pots. In one was cooked meat, and in one was rotten meat. And these people were eating from the rotten, very horrible meat, giving off a stench and very unhealthy, rotten meat. They were eating from there. So Rasulullah asked, who are these people, what are they doing? So Jibreel Amin replied, these are those people who do zina in the world. The men and women who do zina amongst themselves, illicit relationship, unlawful meeting, this is for them. Number 6, then Rasulullah continued, he saw some people, the scissors of iron, lohe ki bani hui kenchi, and their tongues were being pulled out, and their tongues were being cut, and then their lips were being pulled, and their lips were being cut open. And then after they cut, this will go back to normal, and then they cut it again, and the process continued. So Rasulullah asked, who are these people? Jibreel Amin said, these are those people from your ummah who give bayan to other people, yet they don't make amal themselves. Ye khud har ek ko talim denge, lekin khud amal nahi karte. So this is the lesson. Qari Siddiq Sahab Bandhvi Rahmatullah, he takes the khulasa from the waqi of Mi'raj. If we want to learn something from Mi'raj, this is what we should learn. Meaning, a person should stop guna, he should stop ghibat, he should stop sood, he should stop missing his faraz, he should give his zakat on time, pray his namaz on time, stop zina, and make amal upon the ilm Allah has given him. If he does, he will be successful in the hereafter. So the month of Rajab is coming to an end. Soon the month of Sha'ban will start, and then around the corner will be the month of Ramadan. We make dua to Allah Ta'ala give all of His tawfiq to make lots of amal inshallah, amal kathir, and make our intentions correct, and worship Allah and acquire His rahmat in this world and His maghfirat in the hereafter, and His rahmat in the hereafter. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Sallallahu ala nabiyyi wa ma'alayn ila al-balagh. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin.